My name is Amanya Cohen. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya and Uganda. I am currently serving as the council member and also the treasurer for the Law Society. I am an advocate. I call myself a young advocate, though many people think I'm the senior here, but I have done, I'm in litigation, and at the same time, I do a lot of consultancies, works both across within East Africa and across the globe. The Law Society of Kenya is one of the noble profession I call the one of the noble society in this country. And the society where we are going to have our elections in the next few days to come. So for me, I think, members, it's high time that I shed light as to who I think is the capable candidate. I have seen all the candidates, I've seen their manifesto, and I reservedly say that we need a leader who has been there. First of all, we need a leader who will not be botched out, who will fight for our career progress. And to that extent, I have served with Faith Odhiambo. Faith Odhiambo is one of a leader we need at the Law Society, because when show comes, Faith is bold. And I remember when we came in to the Law Society, it is at the time when most of the donors had left the society. But through her, together with the council member and the president, we managed to bring on board most of the partners and those donors that had left because of the stalemate that had happened. And Faith was a steering engine behind all that. She would attend meetings, and as the treasurer, I can reservedly say it is in the history of the Law Society, in the history, that we have surpluses for this year, courtesy of Faith Odhiambo. The president of the Law Society should be one person who will bring in on board monies in terms of fundings, bring the members together, and I have seen that in Faith when we served together in the council, because we served with many people in the council, and she has been like the chief whip. People think that Faith is just she's just that simple. When it comes to work has to be done, and that one is very simple. She's very particular, and I don't think she can be moved by anything because of her leadership character. She's this leader when at the helm of a disagreement, she tones down. When it is at the heat of to take action, Faith will take action. When it is a time to make a decision, Faith Odhiambo will make that decision, whether the decision is popular or not. We have leaders among the candidates who cannot make that decision, whether popular or unpopular. So we need that leader who will face it and say, I die with this decision. And that is Faith Odhiambo. As an advocate, I've seen a person who fights for cross-border practice, for advocates to be able to get work outside in. When it comes to even young lawyers, Faith has been there. She started the series of mentorship, of mentoring young lawyers. She has been a lecturer. She has been a teacher of law. So because of that history, for me, I say that let us vote for Faith Odhiambo. Because I want to put this in context. For the last time we voted for a lady candidate was during Omamo's time. We have a candidate in Faith, and I have weighed all the female ladies who are vying, I have seen that Faith is capable. And that's why, for me, this chance, let us give it to the lady for only one purpose: gender parity. The gender parity, considering all factors. I'm not saying that it's female versus male or what, no. But as advocates, let us balance the equation and also test this leadership of a female. How will it look like? We are used to that. Can we test? Because even us who have daughters, who are, sisters and what, we want to see, because in leadership, we want such a person. Faith is not a person who will say, I come from this ethnic group. She bold as well. And when it comes to defending and saying issues of ethnic, Faith is not into those issues. And that's why, for me, she cuts across. She looks at inclusivity. She looks at the rule of law. She looks at everything in her mind. Her mind is very focused, that when given a chance, I would always vote even for her. Because for me, when even we were passing out the issues dealing with the quacks, issues to deal with the medical cover of the lawyers, when we were dealing with the issues of police brutality, Faith was there. We want to ask ourselves, there are many people, we as the Law Society have filed many public interest litigation. Through the public interest litigation committee headed by Mr. Mwaura Kabata. But you will realize that most of the cases that have been filed, Faith, if anything that Faith keeps on pushing, why is this case not being filed? She collaborates with the public interest litigation. They file cases. We have filed as the Law Society more than 100 cases. All other candidates, no one has ever filed all those cases. They have kept quiet, only to come now when they want votes. We need to be wise. It's not about voting. It's not about just casting the vote. Our vote matters. Our vote matters. And that's why I'm saying that Faith is the real deal. This time, let us come out advocates, vote for Faith. Because for me, I am looking at all the candidates, our colleagues, all the candidates are my friends. But there is time when we put friendship aside and we look for a leader. There are times when we put friendship aside and we look for a problem solver. We'll put friendship aside and the collegiality aside to look for a person who will take us forward from one step to another. Right now, the Law Society is being looked at as one of the organizations that has not been interfered with. We want that to remain. It is one of the organizations. We are at the helm of development. Faith knows what this last council has done. So, for me, when you look at everything put aside, Faith ticks all the box. When you go to the secretariat, the working conditions, and this one also in terms of development, we want to construct the Gatanga Road. You need a person who has that mantra, who has started a noble idea that we need our own house. Some members, some of the candidates are just coming from somewhere, coming and saying, it's not about having money that you come and read. Once we vote you in with your money, then what? What policies are you bringing on board? What do you come? What is your package? I look at the package of Faith and other candidates. I look at the package of Faith will meet the threshold to meet the standards of advocates. And that's why, for me, I unequivocally, publicly declare that voting for Faith is voting for posterity and for a revolution that the society needs. We don't vote because you have been, you have money. That because you are this or that. No, that is not the society we want. It is the society that take members. So it is a members society. What are you bringing on board? What ideas do you bring on board? We want noble ideas that will be focusing on the members' welfare. So for faith, she comes with all that. And for me, I've served with her. I have been with her in meetings where even heated meetings. I have seen her conduct. I have seen, even when the show comes to defend the society, I have seen her doing that. I think as the society, you need faith in faith. So let's wake up on that day, vote for faith, vote for other candidates, preferred candidates, but make sure that you vote for faith, because without faith, the society will be taken back. Let us take and move forward with faith. Faith will take us forward.